Hello and welcome to Bozeman, Montana. Today we're flying with Avelo down to Burbank on their re-inaugural flight. Avelo had some nice purple, black, and gold sunglasses laid out waiting for everyone that was about to take this flight. And the air in the terminal was quite festive. Avelo was here not too long ago, and they decided to pull out of Bozeman for operational reasons, but it does seem like they're here for the long run now. I'd like to take this moment to please ask you to subscribe to the channel. It sincerely helps me a lot, and I would appreciate it. Now, Avelo is a low-cost carrier in every sense of the word, so this isn't going to be any extravagant flight. There is no onboard service. It is a get you from point A to point B as quickly and safely as possible. Nothing more, nothing less. And I didn't really understand that going into this flight, but I've soon found out that it was going to be one of those flights where you're like, oh my god, what did I get myself into? Not in a bad way though. Like I said, Avelo doesn't provide any service. Make sure you bring water and snacks on this flight with you. Other than that, it is a really good flight. Seat-wise, there's actually quite a bit of room. I am a large individual, and I've got like 3 fingers worth of space in front of my knees. I did have the entire row to myself, not that I planned it that way, but I did. The last time I flew with Avelo was on their inaugural back in April of 2021, and it was a much more festive occasion. Obviously, they were a new airline, and everyone was there to have a good time and to see what they were all about. This is one of my favorite routes out of Bozeman, mostly because you get to see a lot of the Allen Valley, which is a place I've called home for a really long time. Everything is so green this early in the summer, and it just looks beautiful. If you do have a chance to come visit us in Bozeman, I highly recommend it. It is one of the coolest places on the face of the earth. We're about an hour and a half away from Yellowstone, There's amazing food, amazing people. Come visit us. We'd love to have you. And just for the record, that message was not sponsored by the Bozeman Tourism Board at all. I just love where I live, and I'm so happy to call it home. At the seat is the safety card in my favorite color, purple, which is probably why I like the airline, and none of the creepy little characters on it. This is a well-made safety card that Avelo has here for them. Next up, there is an Avelo Capital One credit card offer. Interestingly, this isn't a branded credit card. They've just teamed up with Capital One and the Venture card to give you a statement credit, which I think is pretty cool. And lastly, the reputable, tried and true air sickness bag. The cabin in this 737-700, it's hard to say, is laid out in 3-3 with 3 different types of seats you can buy. Okay, so here is the restroom aboard the Avelo 777-700. Pretty standard 777 bathroom. It smells great in here though, I will say that. The whole nine. Door didn't really close, I kind of had to slam it. But yeah, so far so good. Yeah, so final thoughts on Avelo. They're a really good airline. As long as you go into it not expecting anything wild and crazy from them, and you bring your own snacks and water, I can't recommend them enough. You know, they have a lot of really cool flight routes, and they are definitely an airline worth checking out. The fares are incredibly cheap, and the service is actually really good. I called the call center because I was having an issue checking in, and they were very helpful. That being said, this is an aside, my parents were flying on Avelo recently and they needed to call the customer service line, and from what they say, it was a miserable experience. So your mileage may vary, but like I said, I personally love Avelo. This is my second time flying them, but now that they're back in Bozeman and I have a additional non-stop route to the Los Angeles area, I'm probably going to be flying with them a lot more. So Avelo, welcome back to Bozeman. I'm so glad to have you. I look forward to flying on this airline many more times to come. Thank you guys for watching. This is the end, I guess. Watch another video here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.